Yes, okay.
Yeah, like pachona vanotanzi rinonyinga rinowarara rinozosumudza musoro raita se rawana. I don't know how you can translate that in English kuti zvinoreva chi, but the meaning is simple.
Yes, it is. Yeah, when people change when they get,
what they want.
They start, taking people for granted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would love to share my story, Vikendi, and I call this a marriage parable. I've got many of these stories, so hopefully in the coming weeks we'll be starting off Nema stories, stories that people can relate with, so that we can explain certain principles. When I finished my A-levels back in 1994, I got a job as a temporary teacher, Kumandarwen. Kokuti waifamba weekend 15 k's to get to the main road, then okira bus rako Kumandarwen. That's all those years back. And I remember I was there for 3 months, pasina kana salary, because your name has to be put in the system, the procedure yokuti uende pa system, pa payroll. So that's how it was. So for 3 months I didn't get a salary, and when it came, of course it came iri 3 months. And the headmaster then allowed me to go to town, allowed me to come to Harare to do my shopping for the first time. After school, you have your own money, Maria Untiako. So I came to Harare, got into the bus, came to Harare, then did my shopping. I was not a regular in Harare, so I'll just come, Ipapo. I just came Ipapo, did my shopping. Then after my shopping, my lips are quite dry. And I need to get maybe lip gloss or something. So remember the churung tasingani kuzviziya bose munhu angabva zvake kumusha mombe. So I then got this thing because I needed lip gloss. I needed something to,
for your lips.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, my lips were dry and I could feel good they're dry, and I need something that I can apply on them. So I bought this thing, got into the bus, Zama chicken bus, got in there, and I'm applying my lip gloss in quotes. And the more I applied that lip gloss, I'm feeling my lips could actually more dry. And I kept on applying. Probably I needed more. Kept on applying, and people were looking at me funny, but no one spoke to me. Then we were staying in Mazoe. My parents were staying in Mazoe. I was working in Mandarin. So when I got to Mazoe, dropped off, and people are still looking at me in a funny way. What's wrong with this person? Then I got home. My siblings, my parents, what happened to you? Your lips are red. That's lipstick. Then I dashed to the mirror and I looked at myself. Hey, do you know? It was a buzz race in the not even a single person told me, Blaz, your lipstick, it's lip gloss. And everyone. Weekend, I said this is a marriage parable, and so don't judge me, guys.
Safe space.
So the moral of the story is that marriage is defined as a mirror. It is a mirror. Because when I stood before the mirror, I then saw this lipstick. And I said, so marriage, likewise, it is a mirror. The moment you get married, it's like you are parading yourself before this big mirror. Just like you don't know your ears until you stand before the mirror. So that's what marriage does for you. When you get into a marriage, into the marriage institution, you begin to see certain things that you didn't know about yourself. You begin to see certain things that you didn't know about your partner, your spouse. But you don't run away from the mirror, do you? Or do you crash it? You don't do that. You then try to do your makeup, and maybe they call it corrective makeup, to make sure that maybe your big nose looks smaller because of makeup. You do that. So marriage then gives you an opportunity to fix up yourself. That's what marriage is there for. So you become a better person. That's what marriage does. But essentially what I want you to say is that marriage brings out certain things. When you get married, you begin to see that you have anger issues. I had no idea that I had anger issues when I got married. First month into our marriage, my wife and I, we fought physically. And we were shocked. Is this me? I'd never done that in my life, but I found myself doing that. Because marriage actually brings out certain things that have been that were hidden for a very long time in my life. I didn't know that I lacked long suffering, I lacked patience, I lacked all these things. I lacked the entire fruit of the Spirit. So marriage brought up all these things. So definitely, I'm going to answer that question and say definitely people do change. Not just men, even women do change once married.
I guess it will be sweet when you're seeing each other, you coming from your home, them coming from, a different place, and it must be is it fun? Is it difficult to stay with someone under one roof like every day?
Yeah, when dating, you put up a face, you put all your makeup on point and all that. But once married, do you know and I'm like, hey, so why were you wearing that wig? Who were you wearing it for? Was it for strangers or for your husband? So it's very important for us to take note that people do change. We all change. We change in terms of my schedules, work schedules. So all of a sudden we don't have what we call us time, the amount of time that we need together as a couple. So people do change in terms of acquiring certain annoying habits. From nowhere, your person is now this addict of certain substances and you didn't know of that. So people do change. Before, when they were dating, they were suppressing all these funny habits, and then once married, you've got your person, so you don't need to to fake it anymore.
We also want to hear from you. Did your person change? If you're married, did they change for the better or for the worse? Were you caught by surprise? We'd want to hear 077-5897-897. Also live on Facebook. Do men change after marriage? Love this one. Takura Jeezy. It is Star FM, the Morning Galaxy. I am V Candy Abina. Good morning.
When the sun down, until you were what you would appetite. In a ninja musha when you were aside. He was on the pusher running out of time. Ooh, mama needs a reason. Ooh, tell him the never show night. Chow ya na ye maxen. In chow ya na ye good day. In na ye. Mana when you in na ye. Shewe in na ye. Don't know you in na ye. Sakanichi protester. System yako ema departure. This time I won't let you leave my side. Saka if you wanna fight, you can come alive. I'll be on deck waiting for your love. I'll be on deck waiting for your love. Bata pasi pasa wine. Until the what you would appetite. In a ninja musha when you are aside. He was on the pusher running out of time. Ooh, mama needs a reason. Ooh, tell him the never show night. Chow ya na ye maxen. In chow ya na ye good day. In na ye. Mana when you in na ye. Shewe in na ye. Don't when you in na ye.
Tumaburu itsvakira ikuno zinotipira tezvara tichambongwa vharusambo asinasi tiri kutsvedza nebangu maitse mudziva tozochipindira padhanso ndiri kugrinda naye tiri paguyo chislow motion achikurunga chiunoke mamba wemazambiringa tichinzwa rege tichiraura tiri muchigepe ketakadati wine veta sele I'm just waiting to score funky pele chichibuda munanga ndiravidze mananga special meat kuseva nehanga funky safe sex ndokuprotecta daima tobvunga jembi amai mufela tazadza rufaro setosapota dimbari
Andindinaye.
then patete handi
Takura featuring Jeezy and Dindinaye. So I think we have Simba Bora supporters in the house today. So just got Jesus from Simba Woloza. And they're going to be rocking those. Shout out to them. It's far from sounding good all the time. I am V Candy Madlamini. We're asking, do people change after marriage? Do men change after marriage? And I think it's also important not to ignore the fact that the change may be positive at times, not just negative. Lovejoy pa SK Pastor Simba ina I do not sang magana popota kwita drama chairo. I grew up in Singatauri kwaya akatanga kutaura vauga arorwa. And everyone changes after marriage. Unfortunately, it's for the worse because all those little secrets your partner doesn't know during the dating phase are exposed. So my mom always says with him, she never used to talk. Like she was a quiet person. And marriage I was vulgar and this was
of course, one of the person are very militant, you know, before marriage, I'm not soft,
so my mom was always saying like I was soft, I was, yeah.
Yeah, so this is good even for those that are not yet married, so that you learn to manage your expectations. Because when you're getting married, a picture your marriage and
it is sweet.
Exactly. Bed of roses. You know, Mr. married to your Mr. or Mrs. Perfect.
But is it not like that?
No, it's not. We'll get there, Vikendi. Don't worry, we'll get there. But it's important for you to know how to manage your expectations. That's why we're talking about this. Because love is dynamic, relationships do evolve, and it's very important because people do change. Like we said, they change in terms of annoying habits, dressing, chaicha to chinja. You know, muchiruta dating, mun angatnyazo smart, angatnyazo fake. Then once married, rapera.
Kuneva mwenzi.
Acha kendenge kuva zhinji. And also next uchapa chayo. You know, once married, munatu achapa. And then there are people that sees being sweet or being romantic, asiri romantic, asiri sweet. Once married, zvato chinja. Then for some people, they don't even spend time with you. They are now spending more time with their friends again. Vachinja, vadzokera kuma friends. And they wangosara wega wakakandwa pamba pa kitchen. Ungori lonely, ungori wega. Then also there are other big shifts, like muna anotanga kutokudza nini I think I'm a polygamist. And it's 3-4 years in marriage. And
I got my surprise because people we've spoken about this in Managat. No, like African men are naturally, you know, polygamous. So I'm like, what's the moon got set up in intentional monogamy? Tell me before you.
Dudes.
Yeah, and
then there are people that also just throw a very big surprise. I'm into my gender. Then you know vambacho kuchinja kutanga utowomera from nowhere. But before that, when you're dating, you'd get anything that you want. But once married, why should I spend? I've got her now. Why should I spend more? So kune wantanga kuomera, and then achatambike naye futi. Atwa baba feka face chibaba yeah. Achatambike naye, and apasina kana nyaya. There are some people that will come to you to us and say, you know what, munhu wangu, I've been married to this person for 20 years. Atisina kana nyaya dzakapera. Those are the changes that you see. Umo, they avoid your company. Achada kuonwa newe kufamba newe achada anofamba zvake ma friends ake. There are people who are like that, unfortunately. Then there are people that also replace intimacy with their partners. Nechi nema hobbies. It could be video games. It could be Z World. A lot of men complain about that, and I've never watched a single episode. I don't know.
Yes.
TV. Anotozoya kumba yokutandara later. Yes, you know the zorora and kwa kuma 12 midnight mufunge. And it happens. People do change. Then there are people suddenly, now that I'm married, I can't cook. Now that I'm married, I can't even iron or do my laundry because ndatongororwa automatically anchakwasa kuita izvozvo. I can't even wash my own undies. But pamwe pese up I would do that. People are changing and I don't know why. No more compliments. But now that we are married, no one is talking about that anymore. Suddenly you don't even know how to use a wardrobe. Hembe zango siwa pa flow. Wakuita kubuda mu hembe. Auchabisa hembe. Unuza hembe ninge yabudwa ne munhu. Inusara ne shape ye munhu. Iripa flow, and it's so irritating to most women. Trust me. So these changes do happen, and when we are experiencing these changes, like I said, there's what we call the change pain. that comes along with that. Ndopanotangirira conflict ipapo kuti vanhu vautanga kutofighta even over those things kuti munhu ane uchapa anongodai. People are now getting into serious conflict because of these things zvinenge zvichiitika. Now there are stages. I want us to understand the stages that are there in marriage, particularly when the marriage is evolving. The first stage tinenge chiita honeymoon stage. Zvinhu zvese zvichiri bo until the first 2 years, the first year of your marriage. Tapira and makaita kuputirwa murudo. You don't even see the shortcomings, my shortfalls. Aiwa, kushata kwomwe wakaombokuone. My mistakes akanenge achita ombozvione. He or she's always right and everyone else is wrong. That's your perception about your person. You actually carry a handbag all over the place.
The honeymoon phase is for how long?
Hey, for some people it can be as short as 6 months. For some it can be as long as 5 years.
Okay.
It's just about you being intentional about how far you want to go with that honeymoon stage. Unenge uchipostwa kana pa Instagram pictures ako kunzi mudzimai wangu, hey wangu, my wife pa WhatsApp status. Hausi kuita yekukumbira, but kune mama stage up unenge watokumbira kuti ndoda kutomboiswa pa status. Exactly. And ukaiswa pa status pechi panonzi wife zvopera zvakadaro. Hapana kunzi my wife kana mache panonzi wife kana kuti mudzimai wevana vangu.
Yeah. Some watching on a boss to my wife check out I don't need some watching. Anyway,
and kazhinji katika munhu akusopa status unoziva kuti pane nyaya iri kuitika
munhu anenge apara
ari kuvhara mawani ake. So izvozvo. But in a honeymoon stage, proper honeymoon stage, there's a lot of love happening, infatuation, and you may call it that. It is all happening. Then the second stage that then kicks in after that honeymoon stage, we call it the coming together stage. Okay, I think in the future I can do life with this person. You start aligning your dreams, your everything together. My plans, and all that. And you are now moving towards becoming one. You are bonding. Remember, marriage is the process of becoming one. So at this stage, you have made a decision that I'm going to do life with this person. So you are very intentional about what you want to do so that you can bond even further. Very important. Then the next stage, which is stage number 3, the power struggle stage, or disillusionment stage. Okay, in as much as we are going to do life together, but about differences to repo, and you're now starting over those differences that you have. Suddenly, that blindness, honeymoon stage, apasina, washinura, wavurika, wakuconsider kuti wakomana option andakatora ndiyo here ingadai ndakatora ningi, waita kunga wavhurika instead of that blindness epa honeymoon waane 2020 vision wakunyatsoona zvokuona zvezve. So this is what happens at that stage. People begin to fight because naturally you're coming from different backgrounds, you're different people, so you are bound to fight. But then there's the fourth stage that then kicks in after that. It is called the commitment stage. Okay, we are different. We are in a covenant. We understand the covenant setup. But it brings together different people. We have no option but to commit to one another and also to work together as a team. That's maturity now. That's maturity. Because if you don't mature, you move from that person to the next. So you've got to come to a place where you say, you know what, let me work on this. This is now my person. So it was really very important. Then number 5. So at that stage, you have actually embraced your differences. Then number 5, we call it the co-creation stage. You are now looking at your mandate as a couple. Good. What is our purpose as a couple? What is the reason for us? And you're now pursuing that dream together. You're now creating certain things as co-creators. You're now creating a life that you want for your kids, for your grandchildren. You're now creating a life that you want even for the people in the community. You're now impacting communities. You're now impacting your society. You're now impacting many people as a couple. So ndo mama stage stage number 5, and you're now putting in everything. You are now like one flesh, one person. You are now living this shared life and you are enjoying it and you are pursuing your mandate as a couple. Very important stage. So definitely these are the changes that happen in a marriage setup as it evolves.
tinoshuwirawo kusvika kulast stage.
Munosvika pedyo.
Haushuwire. Leo, ari kushuwirawo kusvika kulast stage. Yes, no, thank you so much. Very eye-opening, Pastor Simba. These sessions are very powerful. Kutiwonesa as a marriage and a relationship, but then ndikufara kuti manje muchafamba nesu chinyatsowisisa. Vanonokubata ipapi.
You can app me on 0773 000 000. Please app me your name, your town, and your marital status. Musati hai mukangoti hai chete zvinogona kunetsa, saka ndiudze zita rako, your marital status and your city, so that I can put you in an appropriate broadcast list. And again, it's a broadcast list, it's not a group. A broadcast list meaning that if you are single, you get messages every Saturday. If you're married, you get messages every Monday.
Thank you so much, Pastor Simba Woloza, our love coach. We're also live on Facebook. Go watch, rewatch, share. And thank you so much for listening. I am V Candy, back with you tomorrow on The Morning Galaxy. Remember to pray. Keep trusting God, keep believing. Tomorrow belongs to God. 12 midday, time for Now in Daba.
Now, Pazim Papers Radio Broadcasting Division.
Vedzinawo vakurudzirwa kuchengetedza runyararo. Totarisa nyaya iyi nedzimwe zvese.